Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of Those Crazy Weirdos. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Martine.
Did I do it? Did I nail it?
Shocking. You actually did it quite regularly.
You know, for a show that's called Those Crazy Weirdos, you telling me that me being regular is a good thing.
It was unpredictable, and the fact that it was, predictable. It was weird. Well, good job. I don't know what to say.
All right, so we got our teas again. I see you've got your little mug. This means
My special mug.
You must be glug-gluggy or almost glug-gluggy.
Well, no, we're recording this quite late at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night right now.
Quite late, 11 o'clock. You make us sound like we're old people. Think 11 o'clock is late. No, I'm joking. I also think 11 o'clock is late.
Anyways,
I'm just messing about.
So if I was to drink the same size tea you are, I'd have a small lake in my stomach, and I wouldn't be able to sleep properly.
A small lake. It's not a small lake. It's like 400 mils, 450.
Can you spilling my tea all over the place? Okay, we're gonna have to pause here so that. Okay, we're back.
So after Martine's rude interruption of my taste test, here we go.
He was about to wipe up the mess with his shirt.
Dude.
Forced him to get up.
What is wrong with just using your shirt?
You're not a 6-year-old man.
Dude, I had to get up and go all the way across the room to get tissue. It's too much.
It's literally 2 meters away.
Yeah, that's far.
For someone whose wingspan is 2 meters.
Does this have cherry lime magic juice?
It sure does.
It's probably not great.
No, you do this literally every
tasting.
time.
Raspberry?
No?
Is it peach?
Yeah.
Oh, it is peach. Okay. I thought maybe it was peach, and then I was like, maybe it's too sweet to be peach. And then, anyway. So it is. Okay, cool. Peach with the cherry lime sports drink.
Magic juice.
Very cool.
It's the only one of my teas that are like a reddish hue. It's orangey.
Yeah, it kind of it smells and tastes like the cherry lime BioSteel stuff. There you go.
That's good. I wanted to have that. I think that's actually the same combo I had last podcast. So.
Yeah, I think that maybe that's what confused me.
I just have so many other teas in between that I just come back to that one now. Oh, you know what happened the other day?
What's that?
I took an eyebrow out of your toothbrush.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, whoa. I've been brushing my teeth with this. You haven't said anything. What?
I was waiting for the podcast to tell you. Because I thought it was a scintillating piece of life.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to explain.
I went in the upstairs bathroom to wash my hands a few days ago, and your toothbrush had one of your eyelash or eyebrow hairs sticking out of the bristles. It was really weird because it was a little tiny black hair amidst the white bristles, and I was like, what a strange combination. And then I took it out, and I didn't tell you about it until now.
That was it.
That's
the whole entire. Okay. Wow, how scintillating.
I prefaced it accordingly. But how to get there, you know?
Gosh, of course. How did it get there? Probably when I was brushing my teeth. Seeing as if it's my eyebrow or my eyelash it came off of my face.
I know, but your mouth and your eyes are aligned so that you
but
can't.
But if I'm rinsing or spitting or something, I don't know. What do you mean? It falls.
Yeah, but it fell so neatly.
Okay.
Anyways.
What else has happened this week?
What, that wasn't enough for you?
No, not really. No, that was one of the most. If I'm honest, that was one of the least scintillating stories.
I even made a note of it in my phone, you know? I didn't want to forget to tell you. It's so bad it's good. It's one of those.
I don't know. I don't know what's up. We're grilling more. We've been barbecuing outside, getting all those carcinogens
Ew, no, let's not start on a negative note.
Okay, but we did try the cedar plank.
Oh, yeah,
Should
I
tell
didn't
the
like
listeners,
it.
Martine did not like the cedar plank.
No,
We
it
tried
made me
cooking
feel,
fish.
I don't know.
Okay, it didn't make me feel, "Woo," but I also didn't enjoy it. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just wasn't very, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Maybe. It's...
And I did it correctly. I soaked it, put it in direct heat. So it was
It didn't taste very, woody to me.
it tasted too woody to me.
I don't know.
Especially I think this is my fault though. The peppers absorbed the wood flavor so much. It felt like I was just eating wood. It didn't taste like bell peppers anymore. I think that's my fault. I shouldn't put those in there at the same time or at least for as long. But yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Well, it was done and dusted. Don't have to do it again.
Shall we get into it then?
Yes, let's do it. Cue the theme tune.
I was about to say, roll the theme tune.
Those crazy weirdos. Those crazy weirdos. Those crazy weirdos. You don't say.
Oh, indubitably. Quiet.
Let's just get into it, man. I want to know what you've been researching.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Class effects.
Ooh.
But not really. It's like a
Ooh.
general theme,
Double
but it's
psych.
not all about one thing. It's actually about various things, but it's
Ooh.
all about their etymologies.
What does etymology? Is that the word? Background history?
The word background history. So, actually, I have the etymology of etymology here. Because I thought that'd be a fun one.
Okay.
And I
Wait,
guess-
you didn't actually answer my question.
So, etymology is the study of the meaning of a word and how it, like where it comes from.
Ah, okay. So it is what I'm thinking of.
So, etymology started as etymos in Greek. I'm not going to say with the accents because this is like ancient Greek anyway, right? Etymos,
Huh.
which means true, real, or actual. And then that is, I think that's like a shortened form, or it became etymon, or etymon and etymos maybe existed together, but etymon with an N instead of an S means the true sense or original meaning.
Huh. These sound a lot like people's names.
Yeah. And then there's the ending logy. Logy in English, like L-O-G-Y, was French or Latin before, so logie. And then before that was Greek, logia.
Okay.
And that means the study or speak of. Like, so that suffix. So
Right.
then you had etymon plus that suffix, logia, and you had etymologia.
Onomatopoeia.
Which was Greek, and then etymologia just transferred directly into Latin, and then etymologie or etymologie in Old French, then it's etymologia in Middle English, and then etymology
My
in
goodness.
modern English.
That's a lot of steps.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
So it all comes down to etymon and logy. So etymon, which is the true sense.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've also got a bunch of kind of random facts. You might know this one already, but I'll take my chances. Did you know that Google was initially named Backrub?
Oh, I did know this. They had a thing, like in a letter about. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I think I heard about this very recently.
Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, so they were initially called Backrub, and then they changed their name to Google because it's a play on the word Google, Googol,
Yeah.
which is number 1 followed by 100 zeros.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. I can't believe a Google is actually a thing.
You didn't know Google was a thing?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think many people do, man. It's not like we usually use that number a lot. A bazillion
A Google is
is more popular than a Google.
10 is it's 10 to the 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it called Backrub? Did you?
No,
Okay.
the article didn't say.
I'm pretty sure I saw the reason it was called Backrub, but I can't remember now.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. I remember seeing that and thinking it was so strange.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
rub.
let me just back rub that.
I know.
Imagine? Oh, I'm gonna rub my back for that one.
The article was from the Google About page, and it was like, and thankfully they changed their name to Google.
Yeah. It's a good call. Good call. Much better as a Google. All right, you're gonna like this one. To gestology. So the whole reason.
Oh, this is why.
The whole reason I did etymologies is because I'm pretty sure last week on the podcast I genuinely asked you. I was like, I wonder what the etymology
you did.
because
you
like
did.
coasters or beer mats. It doesn't seem like to gestology is such a weird name.
So I'm actually really curious.
Yeah. So I'm like I did the whole history for etymology, but basically for this one I just like going straight to the meat. It comes from Latin teges, which is like Teges, and that means a covering or a mat, or it used to mean that in Latin.
Oh.
And then you add
the
logy, so it's the study of coverings or mats.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a gestology.
I wonder if you could apply that word to like rugs, because it's like a mat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, isn't that interesting?
Weird.
For some reason, covering or mat,
Teges.
studying it meant the covering or mat of like a drink. So it became like the study of beer mats, which is really weird, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's very interesting.
Okay. Did you know that a star-nosed mole can swim?
Can swim? That's it?
No, I'm not
Okay. Okay. Sorry, you looked at me as if I was supposed to say something there.
But they're the moles that have like noses that look like they've got a jellyfish attached to it, kind of thing. Hence the star nose. It looks really weird.
Right.
And they are a mole, so they're usually like digging stuff in tunnels on the ground. And,
oh, really? Tunnels underground
Yeah.
as opposed to tunnels in the air.
And
You tunnel in trees. I don't know. Yeah, I knew it was underground. Yeah. Okay, stop giving me the death stare. It's a bit scary.
good. And they're blind
Okay, they're blind. Yeah.
because they're a mole, and they use their nose, which is extremely sensitive for feeling, but also really good sense of smell, and that's how they catch their prey in tunnels. But then in the springtime, it like floods the tunnels, and they can only hold their breath for up to like 30 seconds. So it's not very amenable for them to be good swimmers, but they've got really big hands and feet and stuff for digging, which is also really good for swimming. So they're good at swimming, but now the problem is, how do they even find prey underwater? Because like they're blind.
Yeah.
And like how? So this is the interesting part. They blow out a bubble of air underwater and then suck it back in. And the bubble of like air absorbs the like nearby smells of around.
What?
And it smells that way.
Wait, and they suck it back in through what, their nose?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I was watching a nature documentary the other morning, and they showed it, and I was like blown away. Like a bubble.
Like a bubble.
No.
Dude, I'm blown away by the fact that a star-nosed mole exists. A mole with a starfish on its face? What? Anyway.
Let me just Google a picture. Everyone, look at a picture of a star-nosed mole. It looks really weird.
It's very cool. And of course they dig in tunnels. Wow, who would have guessed?
It's like, it doesn't even look like...
What is that? Jumping Jesus. What is that?
It's a star-nosed mole.
Is that its face?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean...
Is that even a... Oh!
Did you see what you see?
What is this? Oh, man, this makes me uncomfortable. This is actually so uncomfortable.
Why?
What do you mean? That is so uncomfortable to look at. That looks like its face. This is much better. This, you can actually see how it's actually just the nose. But like, it looks like it's like, look, What is that? It just looks like a headless apparatus. Like, oh my.
It looks like it's got
Lord.
an anus in its face.
Yeah, it does. It really does. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, God.
Be prepared if you look up a picture. It doesn't quite look real.
No, that look. Oh, gosh. It looks like something out of science fiction.
Yeah.
It's for sure. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, very cool fact, though.
Thanks.
I mean, wow. Sucking. Wow. Very cool. I can't believe it hunts underwater, but can't breathe. Like,
I can't believe it smells underwater. Like it's blind. What if it loses the bubble? It floats away and then it just sucks in a bunch of water. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. This one you're going to like.
Okay.
And you're going to know. Maybe. I'm going to see if you can guess it. Vaccine.
No clue.
Comes from French vaccin.
Uh-huh.
Which comes from Latin vaccina or vaccinus.
Okay.
Which means pertaining to a cow. Like a vache.
Oh.
Vaca. Or like a cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because in Spanish, it's vaca is a cow.
Ah, okay.
All right. So, but it doesn't come from Spanish. Spanish comes from Latin as well, I think. But, yeah. So, vacina or vaccinus means pertaining to a cow. So why would you think that the word vaccine ultimately originates with a cow?
Mad cow disease?
No.
Why?
But interesting guess. I don't know. They didn't have mad cow disease back in the first vaccine existed. I don't know. That's a good question. It was because of smallpox. Smallpox.
I don't get it still.
Yeah, so there was like smallpox outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, or around the same time, anyway, there's a cowpox thing going around. And there was some doctor who took pus from a cowpox blister and injected it into someone who had smallpox.
And it helped.
And it helped. Into someone who didn't have it and then exposed them to it and then they didn't catch it.
It's better because it's like...
Yeah, anyway, it was like, yeah.
I think I've known this before.
Yeah, I feel like it has like the smell of familiarity.
I wonder if it's from QI.
Yeah, so I don't know where I've heard it either, but I also, it has a definite like feel of familiarity. But yeah, so like that's why a vaccine originates with a cow. The word vaccine comes from pertaining to a cow because the first vaccine pertained to a cow.
Do you know when the smallpox thing happened?
I have no idea. Sorry, I didn't do that much research.
No, that's totally fine.
Isn't that an interesting one though?
Wow.
Who would have thought vaccine and cow?
Or
like you know, the etymology of vaccine. Oh, it comes from cow. What?
Yeah. Well, especially because cow doesn't sound at all like vaca.
Well, when you say vaca, it does to me because it's...
Well, no, but I'm saying the word cow in English.
No, English cow. You know what? That's probably a Germanic origin then, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Latin origin would be like French or Spanish. It would start with a V.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I wonder what cow is in German now.
Actually, veal. We still say veal, though, for baby cow, don't we?
Oh, interesting.
And that's Latin origin.
Yeah, that's really not related to...
That is the Latin origin, for sure.
You know, the word... Oh, there's the dishwasher in it.
Yeah, there goes the dishwasher.
You know, the word for baby things never sounds anything like the big thing unless it does.
Martine. That is a tautology. What you just said is a tautology.
I just thought of two examples while I was saying it.
What do you think of?
Duckling.
Gosling.
Piglet.
Yeah, you literally... Okay.
I'm thinking of... Oh, calf. This is falling apart really quick. I was thinking foal and horse. I was gonna look something up. What was I gonna look up? Oh, cow in German. I'm sure everyone's at the edge of their seat.
You could just look up cow etymology. It'll tell you.
Kuh?
Yeah, so it definitely is German origin.
Kuh.
Or Germanic origin.
Oh, it's female. Die Kuh. Sorry.
We're straying very far from cows. All right. Do you want my last? I think I have one more etymology for you, but you can go first.
Yep. I will go first.
Welcome to our podcast. Where we into the mic. All right, the fact.
So I found this out at work.
Oh, hey, puppy.
Who's you good boy?
Oh, good boy. Yes, what did you find out at work?
We were talking to one of the electricians, like maintenance workers.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And no, this is important to frame.
Okay,
So
you're taking your time with
I
it.
haven't looked it up, but they say it works and they've tried it themselves. So when you're welding and a little piece of something flings into your eye, it's called arc eye.
Yeah.
And it's like super duper painful.
Yeah.
And what you gotta do is cut a potato in half and strap the potato to your eye and just go to sleep. And something in the potato sucks out the thing that's in your eye and you're fine in the morning.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard an old wives' tale about like putting potatoes on things to suck out the. Did you research it? Does it have any backing?
I prefaced it specifically with that I didn't research any of it.
Okay.
But that this worker has had it happen to him before and has done the potato. Sounds like he's got a special potato handkerchief. And he uses that to wrap it around his eyes.
So he's done this multiple times.
Well, it's from the sounds of it, yeah. And we were
is this guy not wearing him? Okay, first of all, you said electrician and then you said welding.
Yeah, well, that's why I said electrician, but maintenance. Like, he's also a maintenance worker. So, like...
Okay, so also, like, the welding is what we're talking about, though. He was welding. Why was he not wearing a welder's mask?
No, I think that he was, like, I think he was, but that sometimes little tiny bits can accidentally get through or something.
Weird. I feel like this is his issue.
This has a lot of holes in it, I realize. But I just thought it was something that you should know, that it's believed by certain people that potatoes can help with things in your eyes. So it's just a good piece of, like, if you're out in the wilderness.
And I have a potato.
Yeah.
I have a potato. I don't eat the potato just in case I get
Well, he was telling us all, and we were all laughing because it sounds so ridiculous. Yeah. And he never cracked up once. Completely straight face. Yeah, like a potato. And it's just like, come on, it's a potato.
It's so funny. I feel like you're going to research this after because it sounds ridiculous. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm in no position to disagree because it's never happened to me.
Might I just say?
Whoa.
You're a psychopath. Oh, no, there she goes. Never mind. She yawned. She's no longer a psychopath. Okay. Cool. Ready for the last etymology I have for you. It's a short one. Yeah. I don't have much research on this one. All I know is that clue, like a clue, like the game Clue, C-L-U-E, comes from a Germanic word, clue, C-L-E-W, which means a ball. A ball of thread or yarn.
What?
Yeah, a ball of thread or yarn. You're following the...
Oh, like the trail.
The trail, yeah.
Oh.
So a clue. It comes from
my
the word
first...
for ball of thread or yarn. Yeah, that's it. That's the only...
My first thought was, you can't use that as a weapon.
Oh, like in the game?
Yeah.
No. Like a clue, yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thunkin'?
Who would have thunkin'? Yes, precisely. I should look up the etymology of the non-existent word thunkin'.
I should create a lexicon.
Dude, the Martine's lexicon is already full. It's full of a lot of things.
You still don't know all of them.
I've been living with you for what, 8 years? 7 years? 7+ years. And I still, like, sometimes you just throw out the weirdest thing. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Continuously updating it. Gotta stay with the times, you know.
Why'd you times?
It's just part of my lexicon, man.
You changed the pronunciation of the word. All right. Hit me. One last one.
With your best Right. So we were talking about men crying the other day.
Oh, were we?
You said
Because I cry a lot.
no. I asked why I always cry more than you do. And then you said, oh, well, I think men's tear ducts are bigger.
Yeah. I did say that. I think I heard that somewhere. Oh, no. Are you about to correct me? Am I wrong?
Well, I couldn't find anything about the tear duct size.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got duped.
Maybe.
I got duped.
I'm not saying. I mean,
Remember,
I just didn't see
I
anything.
remember when I said this, I prefaced it with, I'm not sure. I haven't
I know.
verified this.
That's why.
So please, like, if I'm, like, don't take this as fact. I did preface this, everybody.
Yes.
I didn't.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But this is why I looked it up because I was curious.
Okay.
One article that I found talked about the fact that it seems that testosterone could potentially inhibit tears. Well, inhibit crying, I guess.
Okay.
And the hormone prolactin, which is found in higher quantities in females, might actually promote crying. So it's just your hormonal makeup.
Yeah, okay, well. Okay, so it's literally the stereotypical thing rather than the...
Yeah.
Okay, that's hilarious. I tried to, like, make you feel better, be like, oh no, I have, like, bigger tanks, you know, so it doesn't come out as fast. And then it's actually, no, you're just a woman, you're hormonal. That's, like, so rude, but that's the truth, I guess. Oh,
yeah.
well.
And then some other little funny tidbits in that article. I didn't realize there's some people that can't produce tears.
Oh, at all?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, like, I guess that makes sense. I've never thought about it, but that's weird.
Yeah. The article seemed to be like, a lot of people think, like, you know, have a good cry. But it doesn't seem like that actually makes you feel better. It depends on your, like... It depends on how many people you cry in front of, it turns out. And, like...
Wait, whoa. What?
Yeah, because if you're crying in front of, like, 6 people, you're not going to feel better. But if you cry in front of, by yourself, or especially with one close person, you'll feel better because you have support. Like, it depends on how much support you have from
So
your
it's more like the social...
Yeah.
Like the social aspect rather than the actual
Yeah.
crying itself. I 100% believe that, yeah.
One of the studies found that, actually more than one, a couple studies showed that female tears are actually a sexual turnoff for men. You know what they did?
For hetero men, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
They made men, I think, like, whiff real tears from women's faces and saline drops just placed on women's faces. And then they showed them, like, porn or whatever. And...
Wait. They put it on the men's faces.
I think they got them to smell it.
Oh, okay.
They got them to smell the, like, tear solution.
Okay.
Or the fake tear solution. And the people who smelled the real tear solution from actual females crying didn't get as much, like, enjoyment or, like, didn't have as much of an effect when they were watching porn as the people who had the fake tears.
Interesting.
Like, how do you get funding for this kind of stuff, man?
Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of women. We're gonna get them to cry into bottles. How are you gonna do that? Unimportant. We're just gonna get these women to cry. All right, we'll make them cry. And then...
Meanwhile, you're a disgrace. You should be.
Meanwhile, we'll have some dudes in the other room ripping it. Yeah, like... pulling at the mango tree. All right, and then we'll...
I've never heard that before. Did you just invent it?
Yeah, I just invented that one.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why. And then, and then we'll take these women's tears and just throw it on their faces.
Just, like...
It's weird. It's a weird study.
So strange. I thought it was weird that... First of all, strange they're whiffing, like, smelling tears. But then the fact that they're like, and then we showed them porn. It's like, what?
Well, no. I mean, okay. Like, to be honest, though, it is an interesting study. As much as it's weird, it is interesting to me.
I know. I
And
like reading about the results of these things.
They've done, like, experiments to see if humans... Because, like, dogs? Are really attuned to pheromones. Or there's other animals that are very attuned to pheromones. And... It's been a big question whether humans actually produce pheromones.
Oh, okay.
Or Or is it? It's either that whether we produce them or maybe we do produce them, but we're not sure whether we can actually detect them subconsciously
Oh,
or
I see. Yeah, yeah.
sort of thing. And so maybe your partner has pheromones that line up with what you like or something, and it's more deterministic than you might think somehow that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like this, it's not necessarily looks or whatever, but maybe just this unconscious smell.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like partly a study into that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure though. I might be saying totally incorrect things. I have not researched any of this. Just a warning. Anyway, cool facts. Shall we move on?
Yes, yes.
It's time for the quack question. It's like an evil Joker duck.
Ooh, I'm excited. It's Cameron's turn to ask me a question this week.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Here you go. What kind of herb or herb, if you're from the UK, herb, would you be if you had to choose like a culinary herb that you put?
Ooh, I like this question.
Can label off some mint, thyme, sage, rosemary,
So we're
oregano,
talking-
basil,
Okay.
parsley,
Wait, stop talking for a second.
coriander, leaves or seeds.
Are we talking specifically herbs, not spices? Like I can't be cinnamon, for example.
Well, we can extend the question. We could maybe just do both. Let's just do both.
Okay. I'm going to start with an herb, though. If I had to be one... That's a good question. I think I'd like to be rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little rosemary, a little Mary Jane, a little...
Don't ruin this. I'm saying rosemary because I think it goes well on a lot of things that I like. Like it goes really well on chicken and like salmon and fish and stuff. And also pairs really well with lemon. And you can also put rosemary like steak and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just a nice flavor. And
it is. Nice woody stem as well.
Yeah.
What I like about rosemary is that like exactly what you're saying with steak and stuff. So nice to put a piece of rosemary in the pan because unlike thyme or anything,
yeah, exactly.
the stem is woody. So like even if the other things fall off, you just take the stem out. It doesn't dissolve. It doesn't become like this.
But also unlike thyme, rosemary, I don't want to be boring, you know. And rosemary's kind of like life of the party. Like
rosemary's in your face.
It's not completely in your face. It's more. It's not like lemon where it's like, but it's like, I'm here.
Yeah. It's no. Rosemary's a good choice.
I like that. This is a good question. What would you be?
I'm gonna have to go with sage, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would definitely be sage.
I love sage. I don't know what it is, but sage I think it's the best tasting for me. And
It's
I just
good.
like the shape of it. I like how it's like a little fuzzy too.
It's so like a fuzzy.
It's kind of
peach.
soft and stuff.
Yeah.
And yet, despite it being all soft and cozy when you feel it, it's easy to pick off because they're big leaves.
Yes.
And it's like comfy feeling. Like and then you fry it up, it gets crispy. Oh,
Yeah.
Crispy bacon.
Yeah, but also it's not like if you get a mouthful of it, it's not like blah, blah, blah.
No, I love it. I love eating it. Dude, you do a little brown butter and sage, get the crispy sage, throw some gnocchi in there. Delicious.
Also with chicken, very good.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, now let's do spices.
That's really fun. Okay. I would definitely want to stick with being something not necessarily like savory. Like I'm thinking cinnamon, nutmeg, clove territory.
You mean something that you typically pair with something sweet, but all of those individually are not.
No, I know, because you could have them. Okay, well, my reasoning is that dessert often has these things.
Yes.
And pumpkin pie, such a fun time of year.
I love that you.
Thanksgiving. So like
you don't consider pumpkin pie dessert? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do.
Okay, you're just thinking like.
But then
pumpkin
also
spice,
like Christmas dinner and stuff. I feel like people often put cinnamon in their like ground. My grandma did anyway.
Well, yeah, you're. I mean, it should be said that Martine comes from a very French Canadian background on that side of the family, And so they put, yes, you guys put cinnamon in all the meats and all the everything.
In tourtière, like in meat pie, they also got
it's very
cinnamon
French Canadian.
and
That's
stuff.
what I said. Yeah.
So it makes me think of just the like savory happy times and also sweet dessert times. Oh, I'd want to be like a blend.
You want to be pumpkin spice, essentially.
Maybe, but maybe just cinnamon, because you can use that year round.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think cinnamon's best. I think I would want to be cinnamon. It goes in everything. It's just like Jerry Seinfeld said. Whenever you say, what's in this? It's cinnamon. The answer invariably always comes back to cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon.
Oh, yeah.
The babkas. Chocolate or cinnamon. No, but I agree. Cinnamon. If I had to choose something that pairs more with like that one would mentally associate more with a savory dish.
Yeah.
I think like one of my recent favorites is ground ginger. Like ginger.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's so convenient because you get the ginger flavor, but it's like really easy to put in without having to grate the ginger.
Right.
Like obviously it's not as punchy as the fresh ginger, but it's actually quite good. Though.
That's a good one, especially for you. I feel like you're a ginger kind of guy.
Oh, I love ginger.
It's like the rosemary of the spices.
Yeah.
If I was going to be a savory type spice, I'm trying to think. I keep thinking of paprika for some reason.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think because you can add that to a lot of stuff. Chili and like spaghetti meat sauce and like...
It's just sweet bell peppers, man. It goes with everything.
I used to hate it. It made me sneeze. Also, I think it's... I think it's because I wanted to smell it, and then I like sniffed it by accident, and some got up my nose, and then it made me sneeze, and I just had a vendetta.
This is the most Martine story. This is the most Martine story. This is like you eating cocoa powder straight.
Oh, that was a learning experience.
Yeah. At least this was when she was a child. Yes. Thankfully. My
mom was like, "Do it."
Yeah, your mom encouraged you. I love that. No, that's awesome.
She dared me to drink vinegar once because I asked what it tasted like, and I didn't. I was too chicken.
Oh.
She was like, "Just put some in the little cap." Not much.
You know what? Honestly, I commend your mother for that.
Yeah.
What a good way to just be like, yeah, just try it. Just go for it.
It's not gonna kill you. It's just very, very bitter.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's time for the cheerful earful.
Oh no, I'm gonna yawn for a second.
And you're yawning. Okay. Martine is just perpetually yawning. All right.
Wait, I have to do my jingle.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Thank you. I didn't really know where that was going.
Yeah, you never do. You never do.
I wonder what I must look like. I feel like I've got like a deer in headlights look.
Yes, every time.
Just staring you in the
confused face. And you're like, I just yelled something. All right, and it's your turn, Martine. So hit me with that earful full of cheerful.
Okay. This one I've had for a little while now. I'm excited I get to tell you it. So this is about Bill Hassinger and Joanne Blacken. And their ages are respectively 90 and 92.
Wow.
Present day. They both grew up in the Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay.
In Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay.
And they met in the 1940s on the school bus.
Aww.
Yeah, so Bill took Joanne to her senior prom. So he was like a little younger than her, obviously, because he's 90 and she's 92.
Right.
Yeah, so Bill took Joanne to her senior prom.
What is a senior prom?
Just like prom.
Okay.
But because she was older, she went off to university, and they kind of like, they petered away apart or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They drifted apart after high school. And so they went their separate ways. Bill got married. He served in the Korean War.
Ugh.
Yeah. Joanne also got married. She raised a family. And, they had a life. And then in the fall of 2022, so this was a little while ago now, Joanne's daughter, Linda, was helping her look online for some of her old classmates. And they happened to just stumble upon Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they found out that his wife had recently passed away.
Okay.
I know.
see where this is going.
This is a cheerful earful. So then Joanne reached out, and then in September of that year, which was 73 years after the last time they'd seen each other, just to put that in perspective, they met in Muskegon for lunch, and essentially they just like picked up where they left off. And they're like inseparable now. Their feelings are even stronger than they were. They spend every weekend together, and they have like a whole lot, two sides of kids and grandkids and stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
and both sides of the family are super happy about it. And as Bill quotes, it makes it very nice.
So he's not getting remarried or anything.
I don't think they're gonna get I don't know, but they're together at their.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah,
they're
cute. Not alone anymore. That. Yeah.
Aw, I like that. Thank you. That's all, folks. I tried.
I thought you were inventing a jingle for the ending.
I don't know. I just tried that. It didn't really work that well, but I tried it.
That's it. That's episode 12. Down the drain. In the gutter.
Down the drain. Do you really think of all episodes like that? It's more like up in the sky, evaporated to become a cloud. If you want to learn more about clouds, see episode 11.
No.
Oh. What was it? Episode 10. Sorry, episode 10. Just like a cloud.
Oh my goodness.
Floating into the air.
You're so cocky sometimes. It's
cocky?
hilarious.
Oh, I'm not cocky. I just...
Episode 11. Little finger gun and everything. Nobody saw that, but I did.
You don't tell them about the finger gun.
It's the finger gun that did it for me.
I love it. Anyway, so thank you for listening. If you want to send us your quack questions, your you don't says, or your cheerful earfuls, or literally anything else, just say hi.
Yeah.
You can send it to
thosecrazyweirdospodcast at gmail.com.
We also have a website, thosecrazyweirdos.ca. Go ahead and fill out the form. Check it out.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Cool beans. And now we're going to go have tea and biscuits as per usual.
And then sleep.
And then sleep. Yeah, it is a bit late.
Yes, it is.
And it's a work day tomorrow.
Shh, don't tell anyone. We hope
There's
it's
no
not a
one
work day
here.
tomorrow for you. I assume that there's a whole world living in my mic.
Oh, yeah? We're talking to a bunch of little people in there.
Well, that's why whenever I want to talk to our audience, I look at the mic and address them like all the people they really are inside there.
That's interesting, because for me, when I want to address the audience, which is, frequently, because I have to explain your crazy weirdo-ness, I look at the computer screen, because I imagine them looking on their computer. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I imagine them
weird.
like seeing us through the webcam or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've literally never even thought to do that.
You look at your mic. That's interesting. I didn't think they'd be looking at me from the mic. I always imagined they'd be looking at me from the webcam.
No, but I mean, my mic is my portal to the rest of the world.
Yeah, when I'm at work, people look at me through the webcam, not the...
So, like, when I address the world, I'm looking at you. That's right.
She's looking at the mic very, let's say, lovingly.
Yes, lovingly. We're very happy you're here. I feel a little crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're living up to the title of the show.
I need to sleep.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for listening, if you made it this far, and have a great night.
And
or
make
day,
sure to get
or
some
evening,
sleep.
Or, afternoon, anything.
Until next time.
Later.
Bye.